What's up, everyone? My name is Eric, and this is Movie Was.
So, are we going to talk about it?
Why?
The elephant in the room.
What elephant?
Mom's new job.
It's time to make some wrong things right. Help me bring supers back into the sunlight. We need to change people's perceptions about superheroes, and Elastigirl is our best play.
Better than me? Combustion imminent? What does that mean? Ah!
It means fire, Robert.
The screenslaver interrupts this program for an important announcement.
The supers are back. Or are they? With new corporate sponsorship and a PR campaign to match, Elastigirl is the new face of the movement to decriminalize supers. But in doing so, she draws the attention of a dangerous new foe, the screenslaver. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, Mr. Incredible finds himself in dangerously unfamiliar territory, watching the family's 3 kids while his wife is away in the limelight in her new job in the big city in the new movie Incredibles 2. This movie was fantastic. I loved the first Incredibles movie. It is one of my favorite animated movies of all time. And I have to say, I loved Incredibles 2 just as much. I have to admit, I was a bit worried going into this movie. I thought it was going to be a bit of a letdown. After seeing the first trailer, it looked like this movie was going to be a rehash of the first one, but just with Elastigirl and Mr. Incredible's roles reversed. Thankfully, that's not the case. There's a little bit of that, but the plot of this movie is so much more. The character development in this movie is great. Not that it was lacking in the first one, but in this one, we get to see Elastigirl in full-on action superhero mode versus, mom mode in the first one. Then on the flip side, we get to see Mr. Incredible try to hold down the home front, dealing with his daughter Violet with her boy troubles, having to learn new math to help his son Dash with his homework, and all the while having sleepless nights while watching baby Jack with his uncontrolled multiple powers. What I love about director Brad Bird's storytelling is that he bounces back and forth between the fantastic and the mundane. And never staying too long in either or. Just like in the first one where, giant robot destroying the city, cuts to husband and wife supers arguing over the best way to drive there. He is brilliant, and I would actually love to see Disney give him one of the Marvel movies to direct or bring him into the Star Wars universe. I think he is great at ensemble cast storytelling, and he would be a brilliant addition to either property. The animation is, of course, stunning in this movie. It's typical Pixar quality. Their action sequences are amazing. I think they've kicked it up a notch or two with this movie. And then they can turn on a dime and animate these beautiful, just acting, emotional sequences. It's amazing. 2 of the fight sequences that really stood out to me in this movie. There's one where, without trying to give anything away, there's one with Elastigirl where she fights in this kind of lighted box. It is just stunning. The lighting effect that they put on it gives it almost like this strobing kind of almost stop motion feel to it. It is super amazing, and I was just blown away, and the just animation geek in me came out, and I was like, holy crap, this is amazing. And the other one is it's a fight sequence on a boat, and Elastigirl is kind of in this dark, moody shadow, and it's just the art direction on it is just incredible, and I was blown away by both of these. The new villain Screenslaver was really cool. I loved his look, and I thought he had really cool powers. He's actually kind of scary, maybe a little too scary for little kids. Oh, by the way, the movie is PG, so probably not appropriate for little kids. Also, another side note, there's a lot of flashing, strobing lights in this movie, so if you have epilepsy, you might want to avoid this movie. There is no way that this movie could pass our Harding box of TV animation. I love the new supers. Like the supers and villains in the first movie, they are just weird and goofy and awesome, all rolled into one. The fight sequences with one of the characters, Void, is amazing. hands down the best use of a character with portal powers in a fight ever. And what movie was review would this be without my gripes? Right, Don? So, gripe number 1, I feel they glossed over Dash a little bit in this one, but I'm okay with it because I feel they kind of explored him a little bit more, or they fleshed him out a little bit more in the first one. So, I'm okay with this. Gripe number 2, I've been waiting 14 years for this movie. All right, gripes are done. Shocking, right? This movie was fantastic. The animation, the lighting, particle effects, art direction, everything just blew me away. Storytelling was great. Brad Bird shows off. What an amazing director and storyteller he is. Pixar artist, you rock. I have to give Incredibles 2 9 out of 10 stars. So if you want more Movie Was, click those like buttons, subscribe if you haven't already, make sure the notifications are clicked on so you will be alerted to when I upload new reviews, and, leave your comments below. Let me know what you think of my review, the movie, whatever you want. I'll be happy to hear from you. My name is Eric, and as always, thanks for watching.